Hello, ladies and gents. Romie Mojo here. Please like, comment, subscribe. All right. So, Grownish was on. I watched it. This episode, this will be a quick recap. This episode focused on the realities of college. It focused on Zoe meeting her new friend, well, soon to be new friend. They're slowly building a friendship. Brian Destiny's character still haven't gotten the name yet, but she realizes, hey, so Luca and I, apologies, had no idea, sis. And of course, Zoe being awkward about this, because this would be something to be awkward about, played it off. At least she was mature enough to understand that, hey, homegirl doesn't owe you a dang thing. So there's that. But the main premise of this episode, it was an Aaron focused episode, and I'm kind of seeing the trend now where each episode really focuses on one or two characters, maybe more so than they used to. And I like that. I like that it's not just so centered around Zoe. Like how Aaron, after finding out that he's going to owe $130,000 in debt when school is completed, one, he did the very smart thing, and I'm glad that they put this in there, the fact that he's going and getting a job now, securing a job now, not only before school is over, but the fact that you want to pay off as much of your debt before you're required to pay it, because the interest rates and how much you owe in total will decrease drastically. And that's something that a lot of people don't know. So that's why Aaron was in a rush to try and get a job. That's why he was interviewing. And you know, when you don't have necessarily the skills for anything in particular, but you're just well-rounded, so you feel like you can do everything, like most business majors. I was a business major, so trust me, I know. You go around and try to get a job for anything. And the sad reality of not having experience, but going to school, which was supposed to supplement that, is the biggest punch, not slap, but punch. It's like a gut punch. And Aaron is figuring that out. So then he talks to Zoe about it, and Zoe was distracted. She was doing some looks for Joey Badass, and she says she's going to call her father because Andre Johnson, he works for a huge media firm and he's a head honcho there. So, of course, she can help him out, which is cool. But the problem was she did not call and talk to her father. We find out she actually hasn't talked to her father in a couple of weeks. And the reason why that hurt so much was because Aaron went there. He waited all day. She even gave him a suit to wear. Looked great. And once he left, thankfully Aaron at least went and tried to figure something out, talk to him. That's when he found out that Zoe hasn't talked to her father in a couple of weeks. That's when he finds out that Zoe didn't even call to ask her father for the favor, and he filled the position. So now Aaron was hurt, and Aaron unloaded on Zoe in the way that we've never seen before, because Aaron's one of those friends, especially with Zoe, someone that he likes. It's like, I'm always there for you. I always do what I can and really just drop everything for you. And the one time that I actually really needed you for something more than just laughs and giggles and, let's just call it out there, sex every once in a while, or maybe not really. Yeah, we never really talked about that part. But you couldn't be there for me. And that was a real conversation. And I didn't feel bad for Zoe. I did not, because yes, it didn't mean that Zoe was going to get Aaron the job, even though she was talking like it was going to happen. The reality was, you said you were going to do this for me. This meant a lot to me, and you couldn't follow through, even though I normally follow through for you. So that taught a lot about friendships and how some friends are the ones who are the takers, even if they don't see themselves as the takers. And then some friends are the givers. You want it to be at least some type of equivalent exchange, some type, but it's also Aaron's fault for giving. It's not just Zoe's fault. Uh, we do get to Sky. That was really the only other storyline that mattered. Sky, she was trying to cope with the fact that her dude's white, and I thought that she already broke up with her dude, but no, I think she just sent him home early in the last episode. Her dude's white, she's pro black, everything. So the fact that she's with a white guy is throwing her off, and she's even envisioning other black people, especially black men, saying how she's a betrayer and all of that. So then she went off on the athletes who were just telling her, hey, good luck on your meet. And she thought that they were trying to go and diss her about, betraying her race and all that. So then her boyfriend figured out, oh, you have a problem with it? And then she talked about it. He was over it. Then she invited him back and clarified that, hey, this is why I feel this way, because there's this connection that Jazz and Doug have that Sky can't have with her boyfriend because Jazz and Doug are black. It's a shared cultural experience. And I like the fact that they brought that in there as well. But she said she still likes him as a person, so that's going to have to supersede the culture for now. We'll see how long this lasts. But the other thing regarding that was I like that they brought in the conversation once Zoe learned that Aaron was mad before Aaron went off on her. Well, she went to Aaron and then he went off on her. But Doug put out there that this meant a lot because he owes a lot of money. And then this even came into the whole social construct of, yeah, Zoe is black, but Zoe is still rich or comes from a family with money. Well, they're rich. Comes from a rich family. So there's just certain things that she never has to truly worry about compared to someone like Aaron. And they even went as far as, hey, because Anna was like, look, I owe student loans as well. I'm not. And then they said, hey, Anna, the reality is there's a totem pole for when it comes to taking out loans and how much will be owed back and who could potentially get the job first to help pay off those loans. Nomi would be at the top, then you, Anna. Then you, Anna, maybe Vec, Sky's boyfriend. So Sky's boyfriend and Nomi, then you, Anna, then maybe Vivek, depending on the situation, maybe Vivek, and then the rest of them. And a lot of times, maybe even the men before the women, depending on the culture because of misogyny. And it's just, and because of that, it reminds you of the harsh reality of also, again, with loans, how maybe things are changing slowly, but definitely 100% in the past, how loans were divvied out and the percentage, the interest rates, which is what really kills you. It's not just the dollar amount, the interest rates attached to it were always higher for minorities. Your situation, credit-wise, all that would have had to have been stellar. Not perfect, stellar, for it to be equal to someone who was, let's say, white and just had decent everything else. So yeah, that's it. I talked longer than I thought I would. Please like, comment, subscribe, and some changes are going to be coming to my channel soon. I'm just warning you now.